Hello and welcome to our class.
Yeah,
Well, first of all, I'm Miss Bautista, for those of you that don't know me.
I'm Miss Holbert, for those of you that forgot.
And we have a surprise for you.
We are going to be doing a joint English GACP benchmark project.
We're,
Yay! Okay.
unbeknownst to you all, we've been collaborating and planning this all along, making connections throughout the way.
Yes, we're so excited, my loves. We're so excited.
So
Okay.
if you're watching this, you are probably a Green Ambassadors, College Prep, and or English 10 student, and you will need to complete this benchmark. Mr. Venna, Ms. Bautista, and Ms. Holbert will be presenting the benchmark and helping you choose a subject, create an outline, and showing you the best ways to record your project. Students will turn it in to both GA and English Google Classrooms. But there's some good news. You may pair up with any other sophomore in any of our classes to do this project. However, you must both turn in the project separately.
So, the whole objective of this benchmark is to understand our connection to the earth and how it includes a community mindset based on ancestral knowledge and wisdom, thus changing the narrative of environmentalism. Okay. And remember, ancestral knowledge and wisdom, that is system thinking, connection to land, indigenous practices, and community based work.
The task is to conduct and record an interview with a Black, Indigenous, person of color, community member who uses ancestral knowledge and wisdom, as you saw in the other slides, to transform their communities. We, the teachers, will guide you, the students, in the selection of an appropriate community member, and you, the students, will create an original script, podcast, video, or other presentation incorporating the voice of that person.
So, some step by step preparation, because before you interview, y'all know you do have to have some prep. So, we are going to be researching and choose a BIPOC that uses ancestral knowledge and wisdom. And then you're going to curate or create a list of questions that meet the learning objectives. So, we're going to do that in class. Then we're going to create an outline for your interview, provide context, background, suggested questions, and that work will be done largely in English. Okay. And then your prep is also going to include kind of a closing. So, what have you learned from this person? What do you admire about them? And most importantly, what are some action steps that you can think of that can help the community?
For the interview, if you are interviewing someone in person, you would provide them with a list of questions ahead of time. But if you're creating an original presentation piece, you would make sure to provide a detailed script, including your questions and the responses. When you record your interview, there's a few different platforms that you could use. You could use Zoom, like we're doing right now. You can choose to record via Soundtrap, and you can choose to record using Screencastify. And I'll be showing you in GA how to do and use those platforms. However, what you record needs to be turned into both Google Classrooms.
Both Google Classrooms. Okay. So if you are choosing an individual that is deceased or someone that's not available for an in real life interview, you may work with a partner to create an interview and answer those questions from the perspective of the individual you chose. So you're going to research them so intensely that you're going to be able to step into their shoes and mindset and kind of create and come up with answers and responses based on your questions. So that requires a detailed outline and script. Again, both partners must participate because you have the interviewer and then the person who's getting interviewed. And then both of you turn it in to both Google Classrooms.
So who do you pick? Could you pick someone that you've already researched? Why, yes, you could. You'll recall from GA that we have a bunch of environmentalists of color that use ancestral knowledge, wisdom, that are connected to the land, that uplift their communities. However, this is not a complete and full list. In fact, I might want to choose my grandma. My grandma knows the names of all the plants and all of the birds. She knows when to plant stuff, when to pick stuff. She knows how to reuse stuff. And she has had a huge influence on me in my own understanding of the earth.
And here in San Diego, I actually have a cousin or a family member who works as a social worker for the Kumai tribe on tribal lands. So I could maybe reach out to her and ask, hey, do you know anyone who would be able to reach out to me, or I can reach out to them and conduct an interview? Please let me know. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can reach out to community members, family members that have done a lot of work to transform communities.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then finally, here's just some questions that Ms. Batista and I kind of thought of. This is still a living list, so we will definitely be adding to these questions in English. So that's like what we're going to be doing in class. But some just suggested questions are: what skills and talents does this person have? What communities are they a part of? How have they bettered their communities? And then for suggested questions for personal reflection, especially for that closing piece of your interview: what do I admire about this person? How have I been impacted by their work? And then what potential do I see in the work that they are doing? And remember, potential is power.
But I'm also anticipating that some of you are like, okay, how am I going to be graded? So this is a lot to look at, right? It's a rubric that includes the things that we're grading. I'll be grading content. Ms. Holbert will be grading the synthesis, and Mr. Avena will be grading the presentation, as in how you turn in, or the method that you turn in your work. Please know that we're going to give you a copy of this, and that in GA, we're going to review the rubric and how to get a 4, okay? However, we're aiming for this being due on October 30th during our office hours. In case there are any last minute questions, there shouldn't be, because between now and then, you're going to have lots of work time in both of our classes to get this interview project done.
And so finally, just some frequently asked questions. If you have more, we'll explain in a minute, but can you work with a partner? Absolutely. Can I partner with anyone from 10th grade? Yes. Do we both have to turn in the project? Yes, to both Google Classrooms. Now, what if I don't have GA or CP as a class? That's totally cool. Turn it into English. And then what do I do if I have a question about the project? You can email either me, Ms. Batista, or Mr. Avena, or all three of us, right? One of the three is going to respond. We got it. So definitely, if you have any questions, please reach out. And then also through our Instagram as well, Instagram messages. By the way,
always trying to get more followers.
oh my God, follow Hufflebert immediately, okay?
At Maestra Betsy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Oh my gosh, I love all your stories, by the way. I like watch them religiously.
Thank you. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't like to film because sometimes.
I also watch those religiously too, don't worry. Okay.
Y'all,
Mm-hmm.
we can't wait to collab with you and walk you through this project. Anything else?
I just can't wait to learn from you. You're going to bring so much knowledge and information to our communities. I'm stoked. I'm super excited.
I'm excited about hearing who they're going to pick.
Same.
Yay. Okay, more to follow. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.